Hello everyone, this is your educator Priyanka Thakur. I welcome you all on our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shiksha Ka Granth. I'm going to teach you life sciences, and today in this video we'll be discussing the syllabus of GATE Life Sciences, strategy to qualify GATE, and how to attempt the paper. I'm going to discuss only botany and zoology because most of the students who are watching this video are going to attempt either botany, zoology or both. Even if you are a microbiology student, you will be attempting one of these. I will cover the microbiology syllabus later, and that's why we'll be telling the syllabus in detail only at that time. Let's start from botany. Plant systematics. It includes the nomenclature, the phylogenetic relationships, the diversity of plants, and their classification. We will also see molecular taxonomy and DNA barcoding, and something to learn is Centers for Plant Taxonomy and Herbaria in India. Next, we will cover plant anatomy. Here we see anatomy of root, stem, leaves, different parts of the plants, xylem, phloem, stellar organization, secondary growth in plant, wood anatomy, and we will also see the detailed cell structure of plants and how it differs from the animal cells. Next comes the plant development, cell and tissue morphogenesis. In this, we will see how the plant develops. They develop from the seed, how the seed is formed, what is required for the formation of seed. You need zygote. How the zygote is formed? Zygote is formed by the fusion of male and female gametes. Male and female gametes are produced within the gametophytes. So here we will deal with the life cycle of angiosperms, the development of male and female gametophyte, the fate of cells and tissues, the spacing mechanism in trichomes and stomata. We will see the embryogenesis, how the shoot and root apical meristem has been organized and what function they perform. We will see the transition to flowering. We know that photoperiodism and vernalization are the important aspects that play an important role in flowering. So we will discuss about these. We will also see the ABC model of floral organ patterning, pollen germination, double fertilization, seed development, cell and xylem and phloem, cell differentiation. We will see the role of phytochromes, cryptochromes and phototropins. Other than that, regulators, plant growth regulators, auxin, cytokinin, gibberellins and brasinosteroids. We will also be discussing about all these. Okay. So next come the plant physiology and biochemistry portion. In this portion, we will discuss about plant-water relations, how the plant take water, iron, solutes, etc. from the soil. We'll see the apoplastic and symplastic transport mechanisms. Other than that, we'll see the stomatal movements, nitrogen metabolism, photosynthesis. We are studying about physiology, so we must be knowing about the photosynthesis. We will see the C3 process, the C4 process, the CAM cycles, etc. In aspiration, we will study about glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport chain. Plant respond to different abiotic stresses. Whenever there are some abiotic stress like drought, salinity, freezing, heat stress or any other kind of stress, plant is going to respond for that stress. How do they respond and which regulator is going to play its role during these abiotic stresses? It's abscisic acid. So we are going to study all these things under this portion. In biochemistry, we will be studying the biomolecules, which includes proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, nucleic acids and enzyme kinetics. So let me tell you here, currently Saranyavi ma'am is teaching you the biochemistry, so I want you to watch her videos regularly because She's covering the portion of biochemistry. I won't be repeating that because we want to cover maximum of your syllabus until gate. So do watch her videos, then watch mine, and try to do as much as you can. Next comes the structure and biosynthesis of major plant secondary metabolites, alkaloids, terpenes, phenyl, propanoids, flavonoids, etc. And we just saw that the plant growth regulator has already been mentioned under the this plant development and cell and tissue morphogenesis topic, but we are also going to cover it under plant physiology. Here we will be seeing the biosynthesis, mechanism of action, and physiological effects of these plant growth regulators. Okay, we'll be also studying salicylic and jasmonic acid and senescence and programmed cell death. Programmed cell death is also known as apoptosis. Okay, as you can see, the whole syllabus is not new. You have already studied it. You are studying it from your 11-12 standards. You need to work on your basics, and then you have to go into the depth of the concepts. You have to solve the question, and it will be possible for you to crack the gate, isn't it? It definitely will be possible. So what you have to do, you just have to watch our videos. We are going to provide you with the best of the content. Next come the genetics and genomics. Here we will cover the cell cycle, cell division, and all the processes related to genetics, like Mendelian inheritance, linkage, recombination, genetic mapping, extra chromosomal inheritance, introduction to epigenetics, gene silencing, which will include transgene silencing, post-transcriptional gene silencing, miRNA and siRNA, evolution and organization of eukaryotic genome structure, gene expression, gene mutation, repair chromosomal aberrations like deletion, duplication, inversion, transposons, etc. Now listen to me carefully. Both of these subjects like botany and zoology, they are having some common syllabus. Some of the common syllabus, okay? We will be covering that first. Okay? The common syllabus between botany and zoology, we will jump onto that first. We'll cover that first so that it will become easy for you to cover the syllabus, to remember it, to learn it, and to qualify the gate. Models, organism for functional genetics and genomics. Introduction to transcriptomics, proteomics, and metabolics. This is the section I think most of you haven't studied it so deeply during your bachelor's or master's. So we'll be focusing on it too. Next come plant breeding, genetic modification, genome editing. Now you know that in plant breeding, what will you be studying? It's selection, hybridization, heterosis, and different other topics related to plant breeding. Next come the genetic modification. See, the plant tissue culture or micro propagation is also studied under plant breeding programs. Okay. So cryopreservation, somaclonal variations, all this comes under the plant breeding. For genetic modification, you will be studying the gene transfer method, like vector mediated, direct and vector mediated generation of transgenic plant, introduction to genome editing, CRISPR's Cas9 Cray-Lock system to generate chimeras, plastid transformation, chemical mutagenesis. You know, this genome editing is one of the very hot topic of research in present scenario. Next, economic and applied botany. It's a very basic one. It will include the plants which are economically important for us, like pulses plants, cereals, and the plant which are yielding fibers, providing us with dyes, gums, beverages, oils, rubbers, and medicines, etc. Okay, we'll also be saying the economic importance of algae, fungi, lichen, and bacteria. What are the major Indian cash crops? See, this section always contain a question. You must need to cover it. You must study it. Okay, ma'am. You will be doing it for us. Yes, I'm going to do it for you only. But if you're watching all my videos and if you are supporting us, I'm definitely going to provide you with each and everything. Next comes the effect of industrialization on agricultural botany, such as plastic and fiber economy, uh, genetically modified crops and its regulation, for example, BT cotton, BT brinjal, golden rice, etc. In the last section of botany, it's plant pathology and ecology and environment. In pathology, you will be studying the host parasite relationship. How the parasite or pathogen is going to affect the plant functions. How it will cause the disease. How we can detect the disease. How to prevent the disease or treat the disease. All this we are going to study under plant pathology. Okay. So, there will be a signaling pathway in plant for its defense responses, which will include salicylic acids and jasmonic acids. So we are going to study about these also. And next comes the plant herbivore interaction. I already told you that we are going to study about everything. Host parasitic plant interactions such as cuscuta. Ecology and environment. Ecology includes ecosystem, its types, okay, its degradation, different biogeochemicals operate in our environment. We will study about those, how the ecological succession takes place, food webs, how the energy flow occurs in the ecosystem, what type of vegetation is found in the world, in India, what type of biogeographical zones are there, what about climate and flora endism. We will be talking about pollution and global climate change, speciation and extinction. We will be studying the importance of biodiversity and why we need to conserve it. We will see the ecological hotspots, afforestation, habitat restoration, etc. Okay, so here it ends, and next comes the zoology portion. Now you will see the common topics in between two, botany and zoology, I mean. In animal diversity, again, you will study the distribution of plants, the classification of plants, and their phylogenetics. In evolution, what do we study? The first thing that comes to our mind is how the first organism comes on this earth. How the organism evolved. What is the history of life on earth? How the life originated on this earth. So, for this, different theories of evolution were given. We will be studying all those theories, and we will be studying natural selection, how the nature select, how the organism get adapted, and finally how the new species are being formed. And genetics, again we will be studying the inheritance principles, the molecular basis of hereditary, sex and sex determination, cytoplasmic inheritance, recombinations, and everything related to genes. Okay, we will be studying the genetic disorders and roles of model organisms in understanding genetic principles. Next comes the biochemistry and molecular biology portion, and here again nucleic acid, proteins, lipid, carbohydrates. So I already told you that you have to watch the video lectures by Saranya V ma'am. She is currently teaching you biochemistry. I won't be teaching that portion, so you have to cover it from her videos. So do watch her videos. And next is replication, transcription, and translation. This is again the common portion between botany zoology, like Krebs cycle, glycolysis, enzyme catalysis, hormones and their actions, roles of vitamins and minerals. But here we will be studying the hormonal role of animals. We will be studying the animal hormones. Okay, the cell biology, it includes the cell structures, and cellular organizations, cellular organelles, their structure, function, cell division, chromosome, and chromatin structure. Very basic, very easy unit. Next comes the gene expression in eukaryotes. We will be seeing the genome organization in eukaryotes, regulation of gene expression, and transposable elements. Tell me, didn't you see it in a botany section? You did. I think you didn't notice, but go back and see. I already told you. But here we will see such these things in animals, and there we will see these things in plants. Then come the animal anatomy and physiology, in which we will be studying about the different systems of our body, like muscular system, circulatory system, nervous system, endocrine system, reproductive system, skeletal system, digestive system, etc. And then the parasitology and immunology. Here again we will be discussing the host-parasite relationships, the nature of the parasite, protozoan and helminthic parasites, how our body respond to different diseases, what type of immune responses are there, what is cellular and humoral immune response. Do you know what provide the humoral immune responses? Can you answer in the comment section if you can, please? It will help me to know how many students are watching this video. Okay, do comment in the comment section that what provide the humoral immune responses. What is responsible for the humoral immunity? Next come the developmental biology portion, in which we will be studying the gametogenesis, embryogenesis, organogenesis, metamorphosis in for animals now. Okay. Next come ecology. We will study the ecosystem, animal distribution, ecological niche, again food chain, food web. We will be discussing this about the speciation, about the biodiversity and conservation. The difference is only that in plant ecology we will be discussing about the examples of plant. Here we will be discussing the examples of animals. And last one comes the animal behavior, in which we will see the types of behavior. What does the animal do when they have to mate? They have to mark their territory. How do they learn the things? What is their social behavior? How do they communicate with each other? We will study about pheromones and how the animal behavior has been evolved over the time. Okay, so that's all we will be discussing about. And next comes the strategy to qualify the gate. See, we just see the whole syllabus. It means the first thing you need to do is to see your syllabus, to go through your syllabus. And then you can see that almost all the things are based on basics. You need to clear your basics. Then go into the depth and solve the question. These are 3 key points which you need to focus on to qualify each and every test. Either it is GATE or it is CSIR net. You really need to go through the syllabus first. Then you have to work on your basics if you are a new one. Okay. And then you have to do a lot of questions. Okay. So see, check your syllabus of GATE and then start preparing. But your basics should be strong. And what will you do to make your basics strong? You will read the books of 11th and 12th standard. I don't know others will tell you or not, but I'm telling you that if you are solving the previous year's questions of NEET and AIMS, they are definitely going to help you in the GATE examination. GATE examination is a very basic examination. They won't ask you the question so deeply. They will be asking you the basic questions. So what do you need to do? You need to work on your basics. You need to make your basis strong enough. So, read the 11th, 12th books thoroughly. Solve the previous year questions of NEET and AIMS. But if your basics are good enough, read the Pathfinder books. Solve the question in the Pathfinder books. They will help you to prepare for the NET JRF as well. Okay. If you do all these things, you're watching our videos, you are not having any stuff, you are not getting any topic, or you fail to understand a particular concept, what you need to do? You need to do is nothing. No, you need to watch all our videos. Okay. And you see, it depends upon you. I won't force you. Okay. I'm genuinely saying what I feel. Do watch the video. If you feel the difference, if you feel more confident by watching our videos, if you are understanding the things that we are teaching you, it will be beneficial to you and it will be good for us as well. Okay, we will grow as a teacher. So after you complete all your syllabus, solve the previous year questions of GATE. Now tell me, if you're following all these steps, won't you be able to qualify the gate? Tell me honestly. Won't you be able to qualify the gate? Definitely you will be able to qualify the gate if you are doing all these things that I'm telling you right now. Next, the question comes, which two of the five subjects should you choose? Okay, the first subject will be the one in which you have done your masters. Okay, that is pretty obvious. And the second, which one should be the second? The second one should be the one in which your basics are clear. Okay, it may also depend upon your interest in any subject. Like if you're a zoology student and not interested in botany, rather than you're interested in microbiology, go for it. But the thing is that your basics should be clear about microbiology. Your basics should be clear about botany. Your basics should be clear about zoology. Whatever subject you are going to attempt, either it depends upon your interest or not. But only thing you need to do is you need to clear your basics about that particular subject, so that you will be able to attempt as many questions which will help you to crack it, which will help you to crack the test.
Here comes the next question. How to attempt paper? Very first, go through general aptitude and try to attempt as many questions as you can. I have already discussed the general aptitude syllabus in detail in my previous video, and I also asked you to attempt the question related to those topics, because it's going to help you to do well in your examination and you will be able to score well, which will increase your marks, and ultimately the chances of qualifying your test will increase. Always read the questions with utmost attention. It is very important. You should always read your questions very attentively, very calmly, so that you will avoid negative marking. You will be able to avoid negative marking. Now, if you want to attempt the chemistry, then go for it. But if you do not have enough confidence to attempt it, then move on to your main life sciences subjects. I won't be saying that everyone will not have the confidence to attempt the chemistry, but most of the students find it difficult to do the chemistry portion. Okay, we are also having the chemistry lectures on our YouTube channel. You can watch those lectures as well if you want to score well. But if you do not have enough confidence that you can prepare for the chemistry, then even I cannot help you, because if you cannot help yourselves, no one else can. But you can watch those videos if you find them knowledgeable, interesting. Then carry on with those videos and prepare the chemistry portion as well. And whenever you are doing the chemistry portion, do not skip it. Read the questions thoroughly. Even if you haven't prepared, you will be able to do a few questions on the basis of your basics. Okay, there might be a one or two questions which you will be able to do. There may not be one or two only, there might be some 5 or 10 questions. Okay, because all the syllabus of GATE is all about basics. I'm telling it again and again, it's all about basics. If you have cleared your basics, you can easily crack the GATE, because I cracked it on the basis of my basics. You can also, you also can. Okay, so first, what you need to do in the life sciences portion, do those questions whose answers you know correctly. Okay, there is an option to review your question, so you can mark that option and review your question later. This is the best thing about the computer based test, that if you have attempt any question which is wrong, you have attempted wrongly, you can correct it later if you have put the question in review. Don't be overconfident while doing some easy questions. This is because sometimes we see a easy question and without reading it attentively, without reading it in a proper way, we mark the answer, and which may be wrong and will lead to the negative marking. So don't do it. It will decrease your score. So you need to be attentive and you need to be confident, but not overconfident. This is all about the syllabus strategy and how to attempt the paper. And in the next video, we'll start with the nucleic acids. We'll be studying the nucleic acids and then their application translation, transcription, etc. Wait for the video, do watch the video, and give your feedback as well. In the last, I would like to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel Gurmantra. Join us on Facebook, visit our website, and for further queries you can mail us on tanishanehaofficial@gmail.com. Here you can see our contact number. You can contact here also, and all the links are provided you in the description box. Go there, click on these links, and you can join us everywhere, anywhere. That's all for today. Stay safe. Thank you.